What's poppin' T-Subs and T-Squads, child? After so damn long, they finally decided to bring us season 14, RHOA, child. This was episode 1, The Edge of Fashion. This episode, for a starter episode, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I really wasn't too sure on what to expect, but from what I've seen from this episode and what I think we're going to get from this season, I do feel like this season is going to be a lot better than that season that they gave us last time. So in the spirit of this being season 14 and MasterCard and her janky ass Larag being Larag being fashion event from the night, child. I went on ahead and put me a nasty piece of hen dog and a nasty piece of cheap ass plastic cup. So let's go on ahead and drink up, child. Salud. Gesundheit. Don't kill yourself. Ooh, girl. So Kenya is rehearsing for Dancing with the Stars with her partner Brandon, and Kandi, MasterCard, and Miss Sheree came through there, honey. So Kenya, you seem to be real smitten by Brandon, child. How old is Brandon? Brandon look like he old enough to be your damn brother's little brother, child. And you sitting over here trying to go up for Brandon. But listen, the gag is Kenya, a golden retriever and a stink bug is way more suitable of a partner than Miss Markina Everlasting Daily could have ever been. So I ain't mad at it, Kenya. If you got to rob the cradle to get you a real damn man, bitch, rob it. So MasterCard brings up her edges getting better, child. And basically what she did was, y'all know how balding ass men go out and do the Rogaine hair transplant. That's basically what she did, bitch. She went and got a hair transplant to get them edges to come back in. But girl, why you just ain't use Miss Kenya's Kenya Moore hair care, child? The people say it worked. It's sold everywhere. You could have went there and you could have got it. But don't get that kaleidoscope shit because they say it make your edges and your hair fall out. No shade, but that's what the people said. And I believe the people before I believe the whole that make the shit. So, So then they get to talking, about what each other got going on. And then they get down to MasterCard and Kenya asks her about the man that she talking to now. So MasterCard says that she hasn't been knowing the guy too long. All they really have is like phone conversations or FaceTime or whatever the case may be. But she says that she don't know. She said that she don't know exactly what the hell that the man does for a living. And then Kandi messy ass turned around and said, well, bitch, that's right up your damn alley because we don't know what the fuck you do for a living. And she won't lie. Like, you, MasterCard, you've been up here for about as long as Kenya ass is. Quiet as kept, you was up here before Portia ass was. And we still don't know what the hell you do for a living. The only thing we know is that you like to fuck Africans for Birkin bags and Rolls Royces and things of that nature. That's all we know. And that's all we still know. So don't be giving that man much. You don't know what he do, bitch. We don't know what you do. And we know that you doing something around there illegal, considering the fact that how we pulled up to that starter ass townhouse, but yet you sitting up here got fashions worn by Foxy Brown and J-Lo and all these other folk. We'll get to it, Marlo. Yeah, we gonna get to it. So MasterCard brings up an event that she's having for La Ragbean, aka La Archives, that's spelled wrong according to Kenya and Sanya, and I believe them before I believe anybody else. We gonna get to that in a minute. So Sheree and her finally finished Chateau Sheree house finally decides to show up in her jogger set that more than likely was She by Sheree. I was with Marlo when she said, girl, don't show up here with your She by nothing. We don't. Listen, y'all, I'm feeling this hen dog, and I'm having fun with this review, child. I should have made this alive. But considering that y'all gonna get the Let's Gag tomorrow on the second channel at 11 a.m., make sure that y'all there. I ain't gonna do too much. Anywho, so Sheree comes in and she talks about, Tyrone being home, but he ain't home. He home, but he ain't down to Chateau Sheree that finally got her occupancy to be able to move in Chateau. You understand? He got to go back home to Philly. See, he got a parole where his address at. Now, Sheree, that's funny because if you love this man, Sheree, I be seeing young, dumb, and full of cum assholes on Love After Lockup who don't mind having a dirty piece of prison trade to come lay up in their house. And you sitting up here saying you love this man so much, child. Why you ain't give the people your address? Why you ain't let the man parole down to your address? Dear God. So Kenya and Sheree's relationship came up. Y'all want to know what I hate? And y'all know I give Kenya a lot when she needs it. I can't stand when people want to sit up and put up a front as if Kenya is such this horrible person and she started a bunch of shit. In my honest opinion, I feel like Kenya really comes for bitches that come for her. She just don't stop. She don't know when to quit. Once you come for her, she just shades you for the rest of the damn season. That's her problem. Like Sheree, you weren't innocent in a lot of the stuff that went down between you and Kenya. Shit, both of y'all was mean girls. The only difference is you ain't had no business being one, considering that you couldn't move into your house until this damn year once it was finally put up together. Because you know what, Sheree? I'm actually giving you a clean slate. I'm just gagging you because it's fun, and I ain't gagged your ass since season 10. But I ain't got no problems with you being up here, Sheree. It was actually good seeing you. So Sheree talking about something she practicing abstinence, and I was with MasterCard, Kenya, and Kandi. It's like, girl, y'all been abstinent because he been locked up. So it's like at this point, you may as well go on ahead and ride that hill for the thrill, girl. Why not? You better do it before one of the girls do it because his ass just got out of prison. Quiet as it's kept, Tyrone looked like he the one that was getting tossed around like a bar of soap down to the prison. Jails down to the prison showers, but that's neither here nor there. So Kenya talks about still going through her divorce with Miss Marquina Daly Everlasting. And I was with Kandi. Kandi said, bitch, I thought y'all been got divorced. And it's funny because it's been so many people in my comments the last time I did a T-Talk Action News about Kenya, her divorce. People came up under my comments and said the same damn shit. They said, I thought she been got divorced a long time ago. Like, so many people was confused. Child. Listen, at least you're finally getting up from under that lesbian damn marriage and you're trying to move on to bigger and better things like Cradle Rob and Brandon. But I'm not mad at it, Kenya. Do you, girl? Get fucked. I'm all down for it. You were sitting around here bumping pussies, bumping coochies, and rubbing clicks with Miss Marquina Daly Everlasting, girl. Kenya, you better go out there and get fucked. If it's by Brandon, it's by Brandon. Damn. So Kandi talks about how her and Todd aren't sexually active as they once was, but says it's because she's tired. Listen, look, the gag is Todd ain't gonna never leave Kandi. So y'all don't need to worry about Todd. Todd ain't gonna never leave Kandi. Leave Kandi and go to who? To do what? Leave Kandi to go to who and do what? Girl, Ty could care less. Girl, listen, I really feel like they the type of married couple when she don't want to get none. Ty just lay in the bed and jack off, and she know he doing it, but she just gonna be asleep. Like that's really what they give me. I really don't think they can. Quiet as it's kept, I really feel like they probably do got some girls stashed away down there to that dungeon. So that's why Ty don't stress about not getting enough Kandi, and neither should y'all. So MasterCard at home with Mikey and Williams, and MasterCard talks about being a mom team. It was cute. Seeing MasterCard with her nephews, it was cute. I wasn't mad at that. I actually prefer seeing MasterCard be a mom tea than, still carrying on with these friends of the show damn antics. Like, girl, you hold a peach. It took you almost 10 years to get there, but bitch, you got there. You are the hope and the dream of these hoes that's trying to elevate from friend of to actual holder. You right there, Marlo. So it's just like, girl, show some class. Trying to tell them boys, remember where they came from. Talking about some They came from living in the projects and living in the hood to living in a luxurious house and riding Rolls Royces. Child, I guess you can afford a Rolls Royce considering you living in that starter ass townhouse. You can afford to drive around and rent out Rolls Royces and Maseratis and things of that sort when you living in a starter ass townhouse. Like Sean and my homeboy Sean and his girlfriend for put a ring on it, bitch. Girl, quiet as kept, y'all could be neighbors because all of y'all shit look alike down there. Like, move it on, because it's the hen dog. It ain't me. So Drew and Ralph goes to work out with Sanya or Sanya, however she wants to pronounce it, her name, and Aaron. Y'all know Aaron still plays football, or he's retired from the NFL. I don't know, but he fine as hell. Where's my daddy fan? Hold up. Yes, ma'am. I'm all down for Aaron Rodgers. Down for Aaron Rodgers, baby. He's so fine. Y'all saw that tall chocolate cadaver with them little grays right here in his shit? And baby, that damn smile, honey, like Scotty on Ralph, bitch. Fuck Ralph. I don't want Ralph. Ralph a fuck nigga. All right. He give me that fuck nigga in the Legion suit from Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm all here for Aaron. I want Aaron Ross. Sanya, I like you. I think you down to earth, and I'm here for you, but I want your man. But we get down to drop it with Drew workout program. Drew, considering the fact that you sitting up here and it's funny because Kandi and Sanya don't buy this shit that you giving them. And I don't either. Drew, if you ain't had an acting gig since Crazy Sexy Cool, just say that. Just say you ain't had an acting gig since Crazy Sexy Cool. The game done came back. They don't want your ass around there with that. You done already fucked up Melody household. They don't want you fucking up nobody else's household around there. So you're not working with that. The only thing you got going on, in my opinion, is Real Housewives of Atlanta. And it's just like you sitting up here trying to put on this air about yourself, about drop it, low with Drew, or whatever the case would be. And I was saying, said, child, you so damn out of shape, but yet you sitting up here gooping these people up out of their damn money about how they could lose 2 or 3 pounds in 2 to 6 months fucking around with you. But I guess I'm not mad at it. Listen, if them people are foolish enough to do it, I ain't got nothing to say, Drew. So Drew brings up her and Ralph still dealing with the whole Tampa situation. Still. And then on top of that, now you got to deal with a dirty ass assistant that you caught him texting, talking about somehow she want to massage your man. And my thing is, why is it that when a man, first of all, you write in the book, Ralph, I don't see what the flying hell you needed a sister for just to write a damn book. Like, it'll be one thing if you was already a well-established author, playwright, novice, or whatever the case may be. That's understandable. But the assistant got to be pretty. She got to wear this. She got to be light-skinned. She got to have real hair. She got to have this. She got to have that. She got to know how to manage time. She got to know how to type however many words a minute. She got to know how to file. She got to know how to bookkeep. Like the stuff that an assistant is supposed to know how to do. Men don't give a damn about that. And Ralph, you just came off of some shit where she already don't trust you with the whole Tampa thing. Now here you go again. Now she got to deal with that. Now you want her to deal with the fact of you and some thirsty ass assistant, and you help quenching the thirst of this whole. Then, Drew, listen, because you suffering from the same thing that Scotty, is suffering with when it comes to Ralph, because Scotty wants your man, bitch, and you better watch out for Scotty, because Scotty don't mind taking no other whole man. All right. But And you also suffer from the same thing that me and my sister wife is suffering from when it comes down to my husband on Love and Marriage Huntsville. We know we deserve better, but you just gonna stick it out and you gonna ride it out with what you got, because you already know he a hot commodity and so many women want him, even more now that y'all are on this show. And you don't want to be the one to go on ahead and just break free, and then you allow some other woman to come in and be with him, and then he probably do right by her and he didn't do right by. I think that's what it is, Drew. But at the end of the day, it don't matter. It don't matter. Your happiness is what matters, and your happiness is what's important. And if y'all are going through this already, and he obviously don't care, any 2 times he set up in your face and told you he would choose his career and what, I don't really know. Or maybe I do know and I forgot, whichever one it is, because Ralph is just fun to look at. And then when he talk, I check out. So I don't be knowing what the hell he be saying from half the damn time. But whatever. So Kenya and Brandon down to Moore Manor, and MasterCard sent over the invitation to her Larag Ben event. And she sent it to all of the ladies, but they started off with Kenya. And then Kenya says that the video invitation was real cheap, and she should have thought outside the box a little more. Now, Kenya, I was going to get you together about that, but once I saw what I saw down to the end of it, you were shady as hell. But I can't say the shade wasn't well needed and well deserved. We'll get down to it when we get there. So Sanya and Aaron at home, and she moved in her mom and her daddy with them. Why do y'all married couples do that shit? Now, it's one thing if their house burnt down and they don't have no place else to go. Of course, you live in a really big house, a mansion, because you married an NFL, a retired NFL player. So Motor Show is the mansion. Probably to the point where you probably wouldn't even run into your parents. But it's just like having to move. It's one thing to say my parents are staying with us until they relocate to somewhere else. But it's a whole other thing to say my parents is living with us, and then you got your husband talk about something, he want to have another baby. And because he won't dare like that, when you had your son, that's making you scared and I. But my thing is, girl, I wouldn't even want to fuck you with your parents being in the same damn house. Like, I'm just too old for that. Like, I want to hear you scream. I want to hear you moan. I want to hear you, your fits of unbridled ecstasy. Well, you is a bride. Your fits of bridal ecstasy and all of the rest of that stuff that he probably was getting, but he can't get now because you got your nosy ass parents there. I really hope y'all got an ensuite for them, where they got their own entrance, their own exit, and stuff like that, and you just had them there, you know, while the cameras was there. Hopefully y'all got a guest house like Kandi got, and that's really where you put your parents. I'm just saying, because ain't no way. Moving on. So Drew doing the meal prep. Drew doing the meal prep, and she invites Sanya and Kandi around there to taste test. So Drew says that she's doing this because of the body shaming that she received last season. But she does admit that when she did have her hysterectomy, because she had a hysterectomy, she admit when she had one, she went on ahead and told them to go on ahead and make her snatched. And you know, she's doing these workout plans and these meal preps to keep her body as to where it is. And you know, Kandi and Sanya, they not here for Drew in this sham that she not going on, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. They don't feel like she's being 100% when it comes down to this whole drop it with Drew and the whole thing, especially when you got up here and admitted that you had a mommy makeover. Like, that's what I'm talking about, Drew. Like, I get where they're coming from, because it's like you making it seem as if you had no work done at all, and this is something that you've done that took the pounds off, and it was easy for you to take the pounds off, and because it's easy for you, and you are a mom and stuff like that, that it could work for other moms. You sitting up here saying you don't have work done, bitch. Like, why would I want? So Sanya brings up Ralph for the assistant, and Ralph was ear hustling, and he comes in and chimes in to talk a whole bunch of nothing, because you know, he tried to dance around the questions that they was giving him. And I was glad that Kandi kept it real. Kandi was like, listen, I'm a woman. And we all heard the stories of what Kandi had to do to get escape to where they are today. So if anybody knows about side chick and side chick behavior, it's Miss Burress. You understand what I'm saying? She ain't told you nothing wrong, Ralph. You was full of shit. Listen, I'm not mad at the girl though, because Ralph is daddy. And I mean, if I was Ralph's sister, I would fuck his ass too. Point blank, period. I will massage him and then I'll go down to the bottom and then y'all know where it comes from that. Not fanfare, girl. We gonna move on. As we take our drink, child, and then plastic cup. So Kenya and Sheree's Marvel crossover commercial, I thought it was real cute. I thought it was real cute for her and for Sheree. Yes, God, baby. Let me tell you something. That's a nasty drag name. And if y'all hear a drag queen or a transgender woman by the name Sheree, y'all already know where they got it from. And Kenya and Sheree, I wouldn't be mad at y'all if y'all went after that bitch for y'all money. Anywho, excuse me. MasterCard's Larag band. MasterCard's LeSham, bitch. MasterCard's La Archives fashion event. The space was gorgeous. The space was absolutely gorgeous. It was divine, and I felt like that's where all of the money went to. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. So everybody comes and they look great, but Kenya comes in looking amazing, considering the fact that she just got ousted off the island from Dancing with the Stars the night before, and she was real broken up about it. And I can understand it because I seen Dancing with the Stars when Kenya was on it, and Kenya did a damn good job. I personally felt like she was snubbed, but that's neither here nor there. So Drew and Kenya agreed to move on with a clean slate. I'm not mad at it because Kenya, I really didn't understand your issue with Drew from last season anyway. So I am glad that you went on ahead. You heard her out. She wants a clean slate with you, and you're giving her that clean slate, and I'm down for that. Why carry on beef that don't need to be there? That's dumb. So it's the shading of the event for me. Like every last one of them ladies that walked up in there has some shady remark to give about the event, and this is my shady remark, I mean, because we in this gorgeous ass ballroom, but child, it was so damn janky. You may as well serve shit on paper plates and plastic cups and shit like that. I'm just gonna be real, Marlo. Like that be the thing with Marlo for me. You love to get up here and throw, I dated a billionaire. I did this. I did that, blah, blah, blah. But all of your events fall short. All of your events thus far have fell short of a woman who once dated a billionaire and was around this and was around that. If you was around all of this class, your events and things that you do will show that, Marlo, because this ain't the first time you had a janky event. A la last season, the season before last, when Kenya brought in that marching band with Kenya Moore hair care. That wig event was tied, delayed, and through. It was. That event was very much so on a Walmart on a Walmart salary. That's what it was. I'm just saying, Marlo. The walking epitome of you could take the girl out the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto fire projectic bitch out of the girl. Walk the definition of that. Marlo Massacre Hampton. Y'all heard it here first. So Sanya and Sheree tells MasterCard how janky her event was. And then Sheree tells her about Kenya asking where did she get the money from for this event. And of course, MasterCard read her down. Again, I'm not mad at I'm not mad at Kenya's question because I got the same question, girl. Where are you getting all of this? You run around here with stuff that Foxy Brown wore back in the mid-90s. You understand me? Because that was the last time Foxy Brown had anything credible going on, was back in the mid to late 90s. Then you walked around here, you have the dress that J-Lo wore when she went to the Emmys or the Grammys or one of the two with Puff Daddy that time, P Diddy. Like it, I'm just saying. Like, and I don't get the business either. So people supposed to rent out a look that somebody iconic done already gave. That look that J-Lo gave, that dress was iconic. That was an iconic dress. Was she pregnant when that was on? No, she wasn't pregnant. That wasn't what it was. Was she engaged to Diddy? It was something like that going on. And she had that damn dress on. And then the thing for Foxy Brown. Like, it's been done. And everybody is going to remember it. And they're going to say, oh, that's what Foxy, like. I'm getting irritated. And y'all know when I get irritated, I got to rearrange my fans and stuff like that. I got to rearrange my mouse pad. I got to pull my table out this way some so that I can have my hand close to the mouse for the end button as close as possible because I don't want to get too much. But it was whatever. So Kandi and Drew tells King around while that was going on. Kandi and Drew tells King about Ralph and his assistant, and Kandi, oh messy nosy. Kandi, you ain't got time to fuck Todd, but you got all the time in the world to go and find this assistant that supposedly was trying to get with Ralph. You ain't got no time to suck Todd dick, but you got time to go and search around town. Let that be Drew's job. That's Drew's job to do that. And Drew didn't think enough of herself or her marriage to get the real tea and the real info. So why is you make? I do know why you making it your business. Because you ain't got nothing going on, Kandi. You using all your good stuff for Kandi in the game. Kandi, you know what? I get it, boo. I get it. Now that I said that, I get it. So Mastercard comes over and tells her about Sheree and Sanya going around there being bone collectors. And she came straight for Kenya, and I did not understand that. Because, and I'm glad that Kandi and Drew both admitted, well, we all had questions. So it's like, you know, I'm really not understanding where all of this fever for Kenya come from. You was talking about, well, I know Kenya and I know Kenya gonna shade and I love her down, but you know, I know she gonna shade and blah, blah, blah. But that's what I'm talking about, Marlo. That's what I'm talking about. You heard they all was talking shit. I believe it was Sheree that said what Kenya said, you know, where are you getting the money from it? And then you went again, here comes Kandi. Kandi said, you're not going to make me feel crazy for asking where the money is coming from for all of this. Because, again, we don't know what you do for a living other than being a friend of. And then you finally got a peach. And I didn't get it. I don't know why she went. I mean, I kind of get why she went straight for Kenya because that's the go-to. It's always been her and Kenya doing this. Kenya is the go-to. But that's it. That's all I got. I ain't got no more to give y'all. This was actually an entertaining first episode. It was. It entertained me. I just really hope y'all keep this going on because we know how y'all do. We do. It'll start off strong. It'll start off real good. It will start off with really good episodes. And then in the middle, on down till the reunion, it just dies. It dies. It done went to the morgue. It done got what they call it. Girl, what you call it? When they you know when you die and they I'm a nurse, bitch. I should know this. Like I had to take a tour of it when I started working at the hospital. I was there. But it got an autopsy. Thank you. I appreciate you, bitch. It done got autopsied already and bombed and it done went down to the funeral home. It got all dressed up, waiting to go into the casket, girl. Like, I really hope that's not what we get from y'all. Because we've been getting that from y'all for the past several seasons. It start off good. It start off strong, and then in the middle, on up to the reunion, it dies. I hope that doesn't happen with this. Especially since y'all went out to the reality TV graveyard and dug up Sheree. But that's it. That's all I got. I ain't got no more to give y'all. Y'all jump down in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about tonight's episode. Also, remember, Let's Gag for this episode will be tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock a.m., 10 o'clock Central on the Gags with T channel. That's the second channel. If y'all are not subscribed to the second channel, I don't know what the hell to tell y'all because it's the only way y'all are going to be able to come live and hear what's going on. And I also think I'm going to do a call-in. I think I'm going to do a call in. I'm going to put the link down in the description box. And I'm going to allow some of y'all to come up here and give me what y'all think and y'all expectations. I never do that, but I'm going to do that for this to make it interesting and bring more people over there to the second channel. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Kandi and the Gang is going to be tomorrow. It's not going to be tonight. I'm going to let tonight be Housewives. Tomorrow, expect the review for Kandi and the Gang as well as Love After Lockup. And with that being said, the Whether You Like It or Not panel will be back this Tuesday, hold on. While I'm up here, I want to make sure that I give y'all the right time. I'm supposed to know this, but girl, I be busy. I be having a lot of stuff going on, and I don't be having time to really do all of that. 9:15 Central Time, which is 8:15 our time if you live on the East Coast. So definitely make sure that y'all there and all that good stuff. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I'm gone. Bye.